My reading list is one of the most eclectic you will ever see. I've got articles on management, design, development, marketing, governance, strategy, fulfillment, customer service, and so much more. Where most specialise in a discipline like user interface design or digital marketing, you may be tempted to think, I don't really have a focus. But in fact, I do. Everything I read, watch and listen to is through the lens of user experience design. When I write or speak, it's ultimately about the user experience. I wrote digital adaptation because I saw that most companies were incapable of meeting the needs of today's users, and I understood that they needed to change the way they did business. You see, creating a great user experience has such far-reaching consequences. It touches every part of your organization. User experience design is not just about creating a better user interface, it's about so much more. Let me give you a few examples. For example, when a user calls a company because their website sucks and then they end up stuck on hold for hours, that's a user experience problem. When they order a product and it arrives in the wrong color, that's a user experience problem. When a customer gets passed from one department to another trying to get an answer to their query, that's a bad user experience. When a company spams a user with email because nobody is really managing the frequency of those emails, then again, that's a bad user experience. Or when management underinvests in digital, it creates bad user experiences. When a website is slow or a mobile app is insecure, it's creating bad user experiences. And when a company dismisses accessibility as only applying to the disabled, then they're creating a bad user experience for everyone. When marketing fluff gets in the way of users getting answers to their questions, you're creating a bad user experience. And when companies fragment the use of digital across the organization, it creates bad user experiences. You get the idea? It goes on and on. A user experience designer goes wherever the job takes him. He never says, that's not my problem. He sees nothing as off limits. He works with everyone within the organization to make the changes required to improve the experience of users. A user experience designer is a maverick. He challenges the status quo. He understands that users have evolved and are evolving and that organizations need to evolve too. He's unafraid to tread on people's toes in the most tactful and sensitive way possible. But he will pursue a problem to its very core. If that means that the terms and conditions are incomprehensible to a normal person, he doesn't just resign himself to that. He works with legal to improve them. If there's a legacy system that's holding back the improvements to the user experience, he'll go and investigate replacements. If business requirements and user needs clash, he's unafraid to go to senior management and discuss this problem. Now, in truth, a user experience designer can never design the user experience, not really, but there are elements that are always going to be beyond his or her control. But that doesn't mean he doesn't try. And there are a lot of things that he can influence and will make a difference if he's just willing to see how deep the rabbit hole really goes. The question is, are you ready to see where user experience design leads you? Or are you happy to just settle for doing user interface design?